like to introduce to you the HP TouchPad. TouchPad is a 9.7-inch canvas for WebOS to really show off what it can do. Here's I'll show you a few basics about WebOS. First of all, every application that you have open is visually represented through a card. This card is a live application. If I want to close an application, I simply flick it off to the top of the screen to close it out. I can move applications around on my workspace, and it makes it very easy and intuitive to change between one application and the next. Now, we all know that this form factor has been great for web and for multimedia. Let me show you how it is with TouchPad. We've also created a great email experience as well. So we've completely revamped our email application to take advantage of the larger screen. With the far left-hand column, you'll see all your inboxes. So you can have your personal email, your work email. In the middle column, you can quickly scan through your inbox. And on the right-hand side, there's a reading pane. Now, if you have an email that's, say, HTML intensive, I can simply touch the reading pane panel, and it expands out, and I can read it in fuller view. Now, if I go ahead and reply to an email, that email is spawned as a new card. If I go ahead and forward another email, that email is also given its own card. So you can imagine, take a minute to think about the way you work. If you're like me, you have multiple emails open at any given time, you have multiple web pages open at any given time, and I'm constantly switching back and forth between them. I'll go from writing an email, close these out and just open up a simpler one here. You'll go from writing an email to flip back to a web page. Then you go back over to your email that you're writing. Another new email will come in, and you'll flip back to that one as well. See, maybe a new email has come in on a thread that you're working on. And it makes it, with WebOS, it makes it very easy and natural to flip back and forth between them and really work the way you do without being constrained by technology. Now I'll show you a couple innovations on the keyboard. First, we've added a number row that makes it very simple to type the way you're used to. So imagine trying to type that on other platforms. You'd have to be constantly switching between numbers and letters. It makes it difficult. There's also a sizable keyboard. We can size it all the way down to extra small to give you more real estate, as well as all the way up to large with two sizes in between. So you can see how email is extremely powerful on WebOS, and it makes it very easy to have multiple applications open, switch between them, and work the way you're used to working. Now I'm going to show you one of the coolest features of WebOS, and that's what we call Touch to Share. With Touch to Share, imagine that I'm working, I'm hanging out on my couch, I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner, and I find a recipe that I'm interested in. I'm going to head out to the store to get the ingredients. Now I can take my Pre-3 and simply touch it to the touchpad, and now a browser is invoked on the Pre-3, and the same web page that I was looking at on my touchpad, that's now opened up on my Pre-3. I can do the pinch and zoom on Pre-3. It's a full WebKit-based browser. It supports HTML5, supports Flash video, and now I can head out to the store with my recipe intact on my device. This is all enabled through Touchstone technology. With Touchstone, the first generation was all about wireless charging. I could set my device on the Touchstone and wirelessly charge it. We've now extended that to also include data communication.
And a new email comes along, so that notification will come along there. I can choose to completely ignore it and continue to work. So these are not interruptions. When a notification comes up, you're not forced to react to it or take care of it or dismiss it. It just shows up unobtrusively. You can also bring it up to see what it was about, what was the email that came up, and you can actually even triage it because it's probably spam coming from my Google account. So I could just take care of the notification right then and there without ever losing the context of what I was doing. So that's another way, another snippet of how WebOS has thought about how people work and making it so that they don't have to change their work. If you are in a photograph, in a digital photograph, you can actually have a Facebook conversation from right here. You don't have to go into a Facebook application or log into a Facebook page from the browser to have a conversation. This is my Facebook photo. My friends have commented on it. I can have the conversation right here. I mean, I can even type a response right here. I can print a photo, share a photo, make it into a slideshow. Pretty much everything that you want to do with a digital photograph, you can do it. It's got all the accelerometers, and I can't really play this game very well, but you can see that. Oh, and talking about multitasking, I can actually stop this game mid-flight, go work on that email that I was working on, and come back and start playing it again. So just the concept of having multiple emails open at the same time is giving you a desktop style email capability.